Let's be honest, laundry day isn't anyone's favorite. But what if I told you that 2,000 years ago, people washed their clothes with urine? Yeah, real human pee. And not only that, they collected it, traded it, and even taxed it. Because in ancient Rome, urine wasn't just waste, it was business. This is the story of how an empire turned something disgusting into one of the most valuable cleaning tools in history.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Before we judge, remember, ancient Rome was a massive, advanced civilization. They had aqueducts, underfloor heating, and even public toilets. But soap, as we know it today, didn't exist yet. Roman clothes, especially white togas, were made of wool. And wool gets greasy fast. They needed something that could strip away oils, stains, and dirt. Something strong enough to break down filth, but gentle enough not to destroy the fabric. Their solution? Ammonia. And the easiest, most natural source of ammonia? Human urine.
Rome had entire businesses dedicated to cleaning clothes called fullonicae. The workers, known as fullones, were the ancient version of dry cleaners. They filled large stone vats with water, added aged urine, and then stomped on the clothes barefoot, almost like winemaking. The ammonia in the urine reacted with the fats and oils in the fabric, lifting out the grime and leaving the cloth surprisingly clean and bright. It sounds gross, but it worked. And Romans were proud of how white their togas looked. In fact, whiter than a fullonicae toga became a saying. You might be wondering, where did they get that much urine? Well, Romans were practical. They placed large clay jars called piss pots in public places and outside buildings. People would relieve themselves into these jars as they passed by. Every day, workers collected the full jars and carried them to the laundries. Even more surprising, urine was such a hot commodity that it became taxable.
In the 1st century AD, Emperor Vespasian introduced a new tax, the vectigal urinae, or urine tax. He realized laundries and tanners made good money using free public urine, so why not profit from it? Collectors had to pay a small fee for the right to gather urine from public toilets, and that money went straight into the empire's treasury. When Vespasian's son, Titus, mocked the idea of taxing pee, the emperor held up a coin and said, "Money does not stink." That phrase, pecunia non olet, is still used today to mean that money is money, no matter where it comes from. Let's get a bit scientific. When urine sits for a few days, bacteria break down urea into ammonia, a compound that's excellent at removing dirt and grease. Even today, ammonia is a common ingredient in household cleaners. So while it sounds primitive, the Romans were actually using real chemistry long before the science was officially understood. They were doing practical chemistry without knowing the formulas.
After soaking and stomping the garments in urine, the fullones rinsed them thoroughly in clean water, sometimes mixed with chalk or clay, to remove the smell and restore brightness. Then the clothes were pressed, brushed, and hung to dry in the sun. A finished toga came out spotless, smooth, and shockingly fresh. The tradition faded after the fall of Rome, as soap-making spread through medieval Europe. By then, using urine was seen as a poor man's method, something from a less civilized time. But the knowledge wasn't lost. Urine continued to be used in tanning leather and even cleaning wool as late as the 18th century. So the next time you do laundry, remember, you're part of a ritual that's been evolving for thousands of years.
From public jars in ancient Rome to modern washing machines that clean with chemical detergents. It all started with one very human invention. Because sometimes history's weirdest ideas turn out to be the smartest ones. And that's why the ancient Romans used urine to wash clothes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more real stories about why things exist.